Out of nowhere, question of the week is going to both my guys, Knit Ram, Mr. Chano Hayes, Chano Theory. Fellas, it's a real simple question this week. If you are a WWE superstar and you're not booked on the show of Night of Champions, are you taking the plane flight out there?
Hell no. For what? I could be supported. I could be supported through FaceTime and text. You know what I mean? One, it doesn't even matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely a risk. It's definitely a risk just to be out there right now. You don't know what can happen. You know what I mean? It's not even a political thing. It's just like a pure safety. It's a pure safety situation.
What if
I'm sure they suppose it on.
Are they paying for it
to send you out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they pay for your travel.
Hey, if they're paying for it, that's a free vacation, bro. I'm there.
Vacation? What do you think they're gonna leave the confines of their hotels?
I'm never gonna get the chance to go to Saudi again. I'm apparently not good enough for this show. I won't be good enough for the next one. I'm taking my opportunity. I'm taking my opportunity.
Aren't they gonna be out there in January for the Royal Rumble?
That's what they said. And apparently,
I think they're getting their own Rumble. I think they're getting their own Rumble and their own Mania.
2 Manias a year is what they're saying.
2 Manias and 2 Rumbles? Jesus Christ, I can barely make it in the first one.
We already have 2 Manias, right? Like it's 2 nights.
That's facts.
Like
that is facts. What if you were on the card? Like a certain, I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna say any names of somebody who should have been on the card and then all of a sudden is injured now. And we're gonna talk injuries here later on in the show. But what if you are booked in the card and you have those thoughts? You're going to talk to your bosses and say, hey, I don't know if I really want to go out there.
Yeah, have an honest conversation. You know what I mean? What's the worst? What's the worst can happen? No, you got to come out here. I bet. Cool. Like, listen, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel really comfortable going out there. You know what I mean? Like, the worst age can tell you, whoever the hell's in charge of managing these days, is like, you can go F yourself. I'm gonna go to your telly with you. I'm gonna pack your bags for you, and I'm sending you off over there.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be a lot more easy to manipulate. I'd be like, yeah, I don't feel safe. They'll be like, well, we don't feel like you should be champion anymore. Yeah, I meant safe. In first class. I want to ride. I want to be in the back with everyone else. Let's go.
I want to be coach. I don't feel financially safe. That's what I meant. I meant like when you guys negotiate my contract, I'll take $10,000 less because I don't feel safe with all this extra money in my pocket. You know what I mean? I gotta donate it somewhere.
Well, I don't got transportation. You gotta throw that in.
I mean, obviously they throw it in. I'm pretty sure they pay for your shenanigans. You know what I mean?
TK pays for everything if you're traveling.
Apparently not if you're the original boys.
Well, they got EVP's got money, bro.
Yeah, apparently not for the boys.
Hey, fellas, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk to Cena pipebomb. We're going to talk maybe Hendry getting his title back at Slammiversary. And our main event question is kind of interesting. We're going to talk about if fans should be controlling wrestling. But before we get into anything else, let's go ahead and start our show.
Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
What is going on, Ringsiders? Your favorite faction is back. I am your host, the founder, Marcus Hernandez. I am alongside the one and only Knit Ram. He makes you say, ah, damn, hitting the Monet dance. Get it. Get it. Oh, he stopped it. Okay, there you go. And if you were on for the out of nowhere question of the week, we have a returning Chano Theory, Chano Hayes. Chano been gone for way too long. Chano might need to find another job because he's stuck in prison.
Bro, it's a nice. I asked my boss. I was like, "How long is this gonna last?" Because it was supposed to end in August. He was like, maybe September." I was like, "Oh, okay." Happy to be here.
little does everybody know, Chana was told to stay till midnight tonight at work, and he said, "Nah, I got a podcast. I need to hop on and talk my shenanigans with my boys and my fellow Hater University founder over here."
It wasn't that complex. I was just like, "I promise I'll stay late tomorrow." And it was like, "That works." I was like, "Yeah." Bro, I'm telling you, man.
I can't throw the U sign because then my camera thinks I'm trying to tell it to zoom in.
Bernie Savage is in the comments. He says the boys are back in town. We're missing Brandy tonight. He's over there in some county in North Carolina. I don't know where it's at. I'm not gonna even pretend like I do.
Bro, he said it. I was like, "What is that?"
I think he said Lee County. Yeah, Lee County.
Talking about Courtney Lee, former Nick, Orlando Magic.
He's Lee County. He's working, doing gym floors. My guy's out there busting his ass. Love to see it.
He ain't doing that. Every time he sends me a photo, it's people working. I'm like, "Bro, what are you doing?" He's like, learning.
It's called training.
What are you doing? My best. And that's what I'm doing.
Right. My best. Now, shout out to Brandy Savage. He'll be back next week on Four Sides of the Ring, so make sure you tune in, fellas. Let's jump into Cena, because my man decided to hit the pipe bomb on CM Punk. Roles were reversed this time, right? First of all, him saying hello to some of his best friends is hilarious. I don't know why everybody was just like, "Oh, he really said hi to these people." That was the whole point of it.
Well, it's the emphasis of those people. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
It's a double entendre. Say the first one, and I'll say the second one.
Well, it's like the regular beef that those three people have with Punk is well known, and then you have the names that everyone wants to blow up on the internet, which I don't think that really is it. But I did like it. I like the theory of it's Nick, Matt, and CC, which is Cole Cabana. But you get Claudio, who has almost fought Punk on his way out of AEW, like fist fight. That's a known story. You get Nick Nemeth, who refused to sign with AEW because CM Punk was a bully to Ryan Nemeth, which is the whole lawsuit for that now. And the Matt Cardona thing, I think they just don't like each other, which makes sense.
So the second piece of that was there was an interview that Punk did for WrestleMania, whatever WrestleMania it was, Cena and The Rock. I don't know if it was 28 or 29. And Punk was talking about it. He was like, he's like, I feel like I should be top of the program. Guys like Dolph Ziggler should feel like they should be on the top of the program fighting for the world title. Guys like Zack Ryder feels like he should be doing something worthy in the card. And then he was also wearing a Cesaro shirt. So that was a double entendre for that, because those are guys that he brought up that should be in good spots in the company. Be wanted to. It's not a crime to want more for yourself on a WrestleMania card.
Yeah, and everybody's saying what the guys he was saying hello to is all, like they're all coffee buddies too. Like they have a group chat, they text every day about different type of coffee beans and stuff like that. I was like, how does somebody know that?
No, because Seth Rollins brought it up. He spoke about it recently, actually.
Oh, interesting.
And he was like, Casino's never able to be in and out because of who he is in notoriety wise. Like if you see a brolic ass 6'2" John Cena in the coffee shop, you're gonna be mad, like you're gonna swarm him. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. That makes sense. 100%. Do you feel like this pipe bomb was better than CM Punk's pipe bomb?
No.
Why?
Don't get me wrong. I think Cena's a great promo. I feel like he's coming into his own with the heel promos. I don't feel like it's his heel promos will never touch his babyface promos. You know what I mean? Cena's goddamn talented on the mic, but he's still not believable as a heel. You know what I mean? He can say and do whatever the hell he wants. He can go pump babies for all I care. This is not. It's not a believable heel situation. So when he's talking about these things, it's like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah, we suck, Cena, yeah, we know, we still love you though.
Okay.
And talking about how Punk is a hypocrite, we know Punk's a hypocrite. How many times there's been a promo? Somebody's got a promo that Punk's a hypocrite. He doesn't mean what he says. He always goes back on his word. He does this, but really means that.
Pushes kids away, trying to take photos.
Bro, listen.
I know y'all seen it. I know y'all seen it today.
Recording. They're recording. You can't record without consent. He's so funny though. He's like, he comes back. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have walked away from you, and I apologize. It's just like
oh, that's the John Cena one. But did you see the CM Punk landing today, Marcus? On
oh no, I haven't.
Yeah, in Saudi, he walked straight past the kid that said, in his defense, right? In his defense, if there is a defense, they're waiting there, and the kid just goes up full open arm, and it's like,
bro, that's his hero, bro.
He stiffs arm him.
Bro, he just elbow straight, like kind of past.
He didn't give the kid a hug.
No, bro.
Bro. No. Straight Marshawn lynched his ass, bro.
Listen,
bro, that's such a CM Punk thing to do, though.
Was it like in the airport?
That's Pepsi Phil, 100%.
They said it was walking into like the WWE World thing, so it's like connected to their hotels, I think.
I mean, listen, I get it. You know what I mean?
It's a little kid, man. You can't wear a Bret Hart hood sweatshirt and then stiff arm a little kid.
That's facts.
Bret Hart was all about the fans. He wasn't great, as people say, but he was all about the fans. I'll give him that.
Listen, I feel him, but at the same time, you do got to acknowledge the cheering.
Oh, bro, he's never going back.
Never. Right now. This is one and done for him.
Disrespect, he's never going back.
Bro, Saudi offered him $75 million to come do the show. You know what I mean? That's not a real number. Don't quote me. I don't want to see me.
Don't quote Chano. 75 million. You better be.
It's gonna be on his Twitter. Where are your sources?
I'm like, Sean, like I was joking. Jesus Christ.
This is not a joke.
For 75 million, though, you gotta be hugging the kids. You know what I mean? You gotta show.
No, that's not in the contract. He made sure that wasn't in the contract.
Do I
gotta hug the little ones? No, bad.
How you feeling about the Cena pipe bomb, Ram? Do you think it was better than CM Punk's?
I don't think it was better, but I think because Punk's pipe bomb is arguably the greatest promo of all time, and I stand 10 toes down on that. It probably is the greatest promo of all time. People seem to overshadow the fact that Cena was a big part of that pipe bomb. You know what I mean? Like, it was him laying Cena through the table. So see Cena throw him through the table, get on the mic, and almost not word for word play it, but do the references so perfectly. This is the best Cena's looked as a heel. It took too long to get here, though. So I kind of agree with Chano. It just, his heel work has not been it. If it would have started like this, with the Punk and this greatness, it would have been off the chain, greatest heel run so far, and then we could have got the boring Randy stuff, the boring Logan Paul tag team stuff, and all this. But now it's starting to pick up. But it's starting to pick up when he has 15 appearances left.
Yeah,
they're talking about they're still changing things. Like they're still going off the hip, changing things on the fly, what they want to do, see how things work.
So yeah, that's something that he brought up in an interview. He was saying that all this is really the fans that dictate how all this will end for him. You know what I mean? That's what he's going by. So everything's on the fly. But he really says like the fans will really dictate how he leaves the WWE. So
it don't matter, man. I'm gonna cry when he leaves.
Have you guys been? I've noticed that lately. A lot of wrestlers have been talking about Cody Rhodes first, talking about, oh yeah, I'm going. My babyface run is almost done. Do you like that? Do you want wrestlers to be speaking out loud like that when it comes to wrestling, or should they keep the kayfabe part alive and not tell us when they're gonna go heel or face in?
It's I don't know. Cody was weird about it, right? He was like, yeah, I don't know. I think I got another 1 to 3 years of babyface in me. What? It's a lot of time, Cody.
No, but he also had a good point. He was like, it can't be bad at Cena's heel run right now.
That's true too. That's true too.
I'm like, bro, you can't get any worse than a high profile heel just not working as a heel. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like he said he's giving us nothing, right? No new theme song, no new nothing, just Cena. It's just fine. It is what it is. It's just it's not great. I'm here for the nostalgia. I'm here for the nostalgia, like babyface run. I'm not here for like the new. Here's the thing: like you guys get on my ass when I say like I don't like wrestlers over 45, but Cena's a big example of this. Like Cena was never the greatest technical wrestler, like in ring, like bell to bell wrestler, right? Cena was all bells and whistles, promo work, but he really did his 5 moves of doom to perfection, right? He got that down and he looked great doing it. Now it's just like you see the cracks and like it's starting to falter for me. And it's like, damn, I'm really watching like one of my heroes I grew up admiring, just like struggling the way out, but trying to give us what he can with these last couple of days. So I'm appreciative, but it kind of sullies that memory of me of the other 25 years of John Cena, because I hate seeing guys go out when it's too late.
No, 100%. There's one thing that I always bypass when I watch a Cena match, even when he first started, even when he was he still is the GOAT, but even when he was on top of the game. And it's something that me and Nitram both bypassed because we just realized, he's just really great. But Cena, if you listen to any of these podcasts or you listen to us, my dude, you can't sell. I'm not going to lie. Like, your selling is not that good. You don't take hits the way you're probably supposed to be taking hits. It might be because you're an older age, like China was saying, but the selling, I think, is the most consistent thing about his entire career. It's been the exact same. Not good.
Those face expressions.
Bro, it's rough, right? Because maybe I was, since I was just a SmackDown kid and Cena went to Raw very soon after his WWE title run, I wasn't watching Cena on a week in and weekend process. You know what I mean? Just maybe pay-per-views, manias, and all the other good shenanigans. But like, it's hard to like I said like a couple minutes ago. It's really hard to watch somebody you grew up watching like struggle. Like, that's kind of like my beef for like Matt Hardy right now. You know what I mean? I love Matt. I'm a bigger Matt fan than I'm a Jeff fan, and it's hard. No, I mean, on the side of that, you have Dustin Rhodes, who is completely coming to his own outside of his Goldust run. You know what I mean? I see Mr. Rhodes wrestle. I'm like, yo, this man could probably do another 5-6 years. You know what I mean? Like,
you give me Dustin Rhodes on WWE, he's mid-card champion without a doubt.
Bro, he
actually might be world champion.
Could be, but it's when you're still fluid at an older age and you can still do things that look the same 10 years ago, you're fine. But when you clearly lose that step and you're still trying to, like, for example, perfect example, Shelton Benjamin. I'm not going to say Lashley because Lashley can't move. Stiff as hell. But Shelton, right? Shelton was all athleticism, right? Like springboard, super athlete, uber athletic, right? And now he's an older man. He changed his moveset to what works for him. Heavyweight, big slam guy. You know what I mean?
More of a strong style.
More of his actual background.
Exactly. And that works for him. Yeah. So now it looks good. You know what I mean? Like, he changed to something that works for him. And I remember Matt talking about he tried to find moves that still work for him. But the moment you get older and your body don't agree with you, it's rough.
Right.
Like, look at Jeff Jarrett. Still looks good. Jarrett looks good. Lashley, not so much. I was like, why would they put Lashley in a tag team division? They hyped him up. Because my man's just 50 years old and he can't move like that no more. He don't got that much stamina in him. And he's an older man. Still looks great though. But
looks incredible.
45.
He's still incredible.
1,000%.
We're gonna get to this main event later on the show for Night of Champions, and I'm not really excited about it because these are two old gentlemen who might have lost their touch. We're gonna get to it. Chano, I'm not gonna lie, I've been blaming you since you've been off the show for a little bit due to real life things and work. But since you've been off the show, my guy, Liv, Chad, Dominic, El Grande Americano, Zoey Starks, so many more have just been hurt. They're not on TV.
You this on me completely?
You're not. Yeah, because you're not reporting the news.
I'm not recording.
You're not on here with us talking about it. So they're like, why do I need to wrestle? If Chano's not talking about me, why do I need to be on TV?
Damn, that's some fucked up. That's some fucked up shit to feed my ego. go to one of the meet and greets. You got hurt because I wasn't recording. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Next time Chano's in a meeting, Nit Ram, he's gonna be telling his manager, Roman Reigns isn't on TV because you have me here.
Nah, these injuries suck, man. Like, obviously, I haven't been watching week to week wrestling them in a while just due to my hours. And when you're trying to survive 14, 15-hour shifts, the last thing you're thinking about is, let me catch up on Raw. You know what I mean? That's the last thing on my mind. Your boy's trying to survive these shifts. It's rough, man. When I seen the Liv injury, it hurt a lot because she works so hard to carve herself out as a heel. Like, she's really the top woman in the division without a title. Like you can argue she's more important to the division than Rhea. And she had an incredible run. Best work of her career by far. And it sucks that happened to her. And when she comes back, I really hope, she can pick up that ball and just run with it. You know what I mean? And I really hope they don't put her back as a babyface. Because you know what I mean? She's cool as a babyface, but as a heel, like the girl next door heel, that's also how that's a super bitch. You know what I mean? And all about her man and whatnot. Like she was phenomenal work. When she's a chicken shit heel, she sucks. But when she's a heel that goes in a ring and actually goes bell to bell, she can actually throw down. And that really does hurt that division. As for Chad, I don't know what the hell happened with him.
Knee surgery.
I kind of heard that. Yeah, I heard that shoulder as well. And that, listen, it's rough. But wrestling is a physical sport, man. For everybody who's like, oh, it's not real, it's fake. Like, these guys actually get hurt doing these moves, and they can risk their lives if they perform a move wrong. I just heard there's a Chris Van Vliet clip that I saw earlier today. We talking about AJ Styles at Ultimate X when he got kicked, hanging on the top of the rope. And then AJ was like, I thought I was going to land at the top of my head. He's like, if you watch the video, I tucked my head so far in to try to gain momentum and land perfectly, and I did. He was like, but I was never do that spot again. It's a dangerous sport, guys. And these guys are putting their bodies on the line for our entertainment.
100%. And the worst part about it, too, is, you know, the names that I just named. Liv was on a road to get a heavy push. The Chad El Grande Americano, you know what I mean, on the road to get a heavy push, you know.
2 different injuries, by the way. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Yeah, I did see that. I think that's hilarious.
2 different injuries.
I think it's hilarious. Dom too, you know, IC champion.
Even Bianca, she was
about to get into something with
out.
Yeah, Bianca Belair. You know what I mean? Zoey Starks was just about to get that solo push everybody wanted her to get. Got her.
Hey, NXT Noam Dar had to vacate his whole.
What are we doing here? Marcus, did Marcus start doing drugs when I was
Zoey Starks was gonna get that opportunity to show what her stock was. She got injured, unfortunately.
She saved herself another year. That's what she did with that injury.
And Noam Dar, Noam Dar is another one who had to prove himself. Just came back from injury and won his Heritage Cup, and now he had to vacate that again.
Listen, injuries suck for everybody. I hope every single one of these wrestlers doesn't even have to be WWE. It could be AEW, indie scene. I hope everybody heals correctly and able to pursue their passion and perform at the highest of their abilities. You know what I mean? This sucks. Injury sucks. It doesn't matter what sport it is, and it hurts TV because now Raw has this huge hole of like wrestlers. And it's like, who steps up? Does Roxanne step up? Can Raquel finally step out of Liv's shadow and finally make something for herself? I tweeted this on the 4Sided page. This is big for Dom. This is the first time Dom has not had a woman by his side in a couple of years.
Yeah, he got scared and said, "You know what? I'm hurt."
And he's like, "My ribs are hurt for as long as Liv is out."
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want them to put Dom with Roxanne. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Because then at that point, my man's character arc is just being a whore. The next thing you know, we're going to see Dom on Love Island. It's going to be nuts.
You already know, man. We hope nothing but the best and fast, full recoveries, and everybody comes back at 100% for everybody that's been injured so far. And WWE, AEW, and all of wrestling. You know, we want to see everybody in the ring. We want to see you guys striving and girls striving. We want to see everybody doing what they love to do. You know who loves wrestling? Nick Ram's favorite wrestler, top 3 of all time, Goldberg. He told me. He said Nick Ram's top 3: Goldberg, Batista, Ryback.
Oh my gosh,
that's a crazy top 3, right?
That is. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a crazy top 3. Batista might have the best entrance of all time. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was watching it today. I was like, this shit is magical.
Just sitting there watching.
That's one of the best theme songs.
Best theme songs. Top to bottom. Batista to the ring. Top 2, and he's not 2. It's great.
He's the only person. I will say, before we talk to Goldberg, I just want to say something about your Batista comment. He's the only person I've ever seen like actually mark his pyro on time. You
1000%.
know what I mean? Like he does the gun thing and then hits and then the boom comes up.
Oh,
Every
bro,
time somebody else has it, they're like either too early or they're too like a second late. But Batista had his shit down packed. Like he had it to the T.
Bro, it's wonderful. It's a perfect entrance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could be 45 years. I could be 45 years old. Still talk about how great Batista's entrance is. Like it's
trying to be coming out the shower.
Bro, 1000%. With the machine gun, bro, not the little top rope shake. You know what I mean? But back to Goldberg and
back to Goldberg.
Wrestler.
Yeah, no, he's
57 years old. What are we doing here?
57 years old. He announced his official last match is going to be versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship
in Atlanta. Let's get all the
facts in Atlanta. Saturday night main event. Does he win?
Yes.
This is going ahead with All In. Oh my god. That would have sucks.
Yes.
I don't want to watch this match, but I want to watch the bullshit if Goldberg wins.
This match goes on at the same time as Kenny Omega and Okada.
Oh, that's rough. I want to watch. I'd rather watch the Omega match, but I want to watch the train wreck. I want to see if Gunther can carry Goldberg to a good match. I think that's the entertainment segment. You know what I mean?
I don't think those matches will be coming on at the same time, though. But
could you imagine? Could you imagine Gunther carries Goldberg?
All in will probably be like in the second match by the time WWE's at the main event. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Got plenty of time.
Shout out to All In though. Finally at a decent time where I can sit down and watch it and not have to spend my Sunday.
I think about calling out of work.
Sunday. No, bro, it's just mad early. It's mad early in the day.
And that's what I'm saying. No. Instead of it being at 9:00 at night on a Sunday, and then it lasts till 1:00 in the morning, and I gotta figure out if I'm gonna watch this main event or not.
Bro, it sucks. You know
still don't know what time it's gonna end. It can still end at 1 a.m.
Bro, I can tell my wife, bro, how am I gonna convince my wife? Yeah, wrestling's on at 1:00 today. She'll be like, and we're going to Target. I'm like, you're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And then I got Nate Ram in the group chat. Oh my god, did you see that? That was amazing. And then I'm scrambling on my phone and try to pull it up, and the bell already rang, and like
just tell her Batista's coming back. He's gonna be at All In.
She could be like, who? She don't know these people. She only knows people, but like she only knows the big wrestlers.
Is Gunther a respectable opponent to have a last match against?
Yeah, man. He's the only person that can make Goldberg look good. Realistically, y'all, I said this last week.
Hey, I'm not here. Did an amazing job.
I'm not here to shit on Goldberg. I do think he's gonna win. I think he vacates the title and people expect Seth to just cash in. I don't know. I think Goldberg just beats Gunther in 6 moves. It'll be his longest match, 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's crazy. I'm not going to hold you. If Gunther can carry Goldberg to a good match, it's time for an uncomfortable conversation. you know what I mean?
Bro, trust me. If this match is bad and it's not the way I think it's going to go, oh yeah, come next Thursday, we are going to have a very uncomfortable conversation.
But I'm telling you, it will be it would have no choice.
On the 4th of July, too, I'm gonna let off fireworks if this match is terrible.
You can't expect it to be good. That's what I'm telling you.
But I can expect Gunther to be good.
It doesn't matter if Gunther's not wrestling like a inflatable 2-man to be doing these things. You know what I mean?
He had a great match with Pat.
It was a one-sided shit show. It wasn't a match. It was a beating.
It was a
Pat McAfee got a written warning, and his punishment was to fight Gunther in a straight-up fight and get mauled.
Did you guys see what was? Did you guys speak about Pat McAfee? You see what he said? A man said he had to take some days off because he was feeling a little burnt out due to his such busy life schedule.
Millionaire cries, boo-hoo.
Bro, right.
Bro, I'm burnt now. But you know what happened if I stop going to work? My bills don't get paid. Me and my wife and my son, we homeless. We're living in a box in a corner. Bro, don't give me that shit, bro. Bro,
I'm
You
just
know how many
saying,
Americans are
what I mean?
burnt out from their job? I don't want to hear this bullshit. My man
man.
records a couple hours a day.
Right, my man, it's 3 hours, bro. On a Monday, you fly home the same day, the same night.
Does
You
a
ain't taking
podcast
a
every
break?
day.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm just saying, I either want you in wrestling or I don't. Don't give me. I don't need a part-time fucking commentary.
And that's the thing, right? Because like Pat is a part-time. He leaves during
don't-
college season.
I don't need part-time commentary. You have a full-time commentary guy who does an amazing job with the name of Corey Graves. Just give us him then. I don't need part-time commentary.
And that's another thing. A couple months ago,
Because-
Corey Graves tweeted out, "I'm not famous enough for my job," and all this stuff. And look what this famous guy's doing. Got you feeling it. Now Corey Graves is working Raw
now
and
he's a
NXT.
substitute. He's a substitute. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. He's a substitute for somebody who wants to do part-time commentary whenever he wants to. Because he feels burnt out.
Listen, I understand. Listen,
Joe Tessitore hasn't taken a day off. Michael Cole hasn't taken a day off.
They forced Michael Cole to take a day off.
He's been doing it for 25 years, right? They forced him to take a day off.
Yeah, he don't like his wife. I'm convinced.
Bro, he does it once a week, maybe twice. You know what I mean?
Booker T ain't taking no nights off of NXT.
But
he should.
You know what I'm just saying. Commentary should be full time. I want to love my commentary team. When I finally start becoming a fan of Pat McAfee and his commentary and his little pencil flip that he does as he's stoned on television, then you just up and leave because you're burnt out. Bro, you know what that tells me? You know what that tells me? You don't care about professional wrestling.
I mean, he did get his ass beat.
You just worried about the paycheck.
I mean, he got his ass beat by Gunther. He cares about wrestling a little bit. You know what I mean? He took a professional ass whooping.
Okay, I'll give you that. Let me not say he doesn't care about professional wrestling.
Yeah,
we know he loves professional wrestling. But I'm just saying that, like, I don't need a part time.
It's once a week. Yes, it's once a week. Realistically, everybody's
been out for 3 weeks.
Bro, everybody gets burnt, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Is he still doing the show?
Yes.
No, he's been gone for 3 weeks.
He's not his own show.
He's still doing ESPN. He's still doing his.
He does ESPN and his podcast.
Yes, he's just not doing wrestling. That's what I'm saying, bro. We need a part-time commentator.
I don't know, man. Listen, millionaires, Crimea River. I'm not gonna hold you. There's millions of Americans, and not even just Americans, millions of people all over the world burnt out and they can't afford.
He's just like The Rock. He's just hyping himself up and then don't show up.
I hope nobody gives him a pop when he comes back. You know, like when the show starts and the commentators' music come out and people pop
him. You know, Michael Cole's gonna be like, "Oh, he's
gonna be Michael Cole." Yep, he's gonna pop for him like a little kid.
Friend is back, and then Corey Graves is gonna be like, "Why did you tell me he was coming?"
Corey Graves is whiny.
But I'm just saying, you know, like, I do miss Pat on commentary. I want him to be on commentary, but I really don't want a part-time commentator. I want somebody full-time. You know what I mean? I want the Raw commentary. I want SmackDown commentary. I want NXT commentary. I want to know those teams for who they are. We don't need substitutes. If you have something going on that's definitely serious, 100%. Family emergencies, always put your family first. But you can't tell me you're burnt out and then you're doing all your other jobs.
Facts.
You signed up for this. And that's all I got.
Yo, this is how you know it's a new era. That's how you know it's a new era. Vince would have looked him in his face, would have laughed and be like, "All right, I'll see you Monday, buddy." Vince would have laughed at the man's face.
That's what it said. Yeah, you can have a week off. I mean like 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's would have been like, "You're burnt out. Stop smoking that stuff, buddy. I told you not to be smoking that stuff."
Like, Bruce, get a load of this guy. He's burnt out.
Vince would have been like, "Hey, we'll write you off TV. Next week, you're just gonna get demolished through 4 tables."
Jesus Christ. Would you do that if your boss told you, "Oh, you want to use your PTO? You gotta take a bump through 2 tables."
That's crazy.
You doing it? And you gotta take it from the biggest dude at your job who's unsafe. Would you do it?
Ryback? Nah, I'm good. I'm not taking nothing from Ryback, bro. I'm good. I actually saw somebody was trying to say that Ryback's actually a really safe wrestler, but all the videos that they put together was the videos of him hurting people. That was actually really funny.
It's like those rumors of Karrion Kross can't do a back bump. I'm like, do y'all watch Karrion Kross matches?
First of all, everybody talking shit about Karrion Kross. just go dig a hole and lay in it. Because
I'm not gonna hold you.
He's finally
I
getting
saw
his
those
push,
clips,
and I want to see this push. I saw the
I'm not
clips
gonna hold
too,
you.
and it was
For the clips, I was thinking about it.
ooh.
I was like, I've never seen him take a back bump. Then I realized he just hasn't been wrestling a lot. So my memory was shot. I was like, maybe he don't bump.
Yeah. But my man took plenty of back bumps with his match with AJ Styles.
Bro, how long ago was that?
No, but he recently wrestled Walking Wild on main event. And Walking Wild was like, I don't know, he was on his back here, like trying to make it like a big thing. But I get what he was trying to do, but that shit was mad funny. He was like, like I put him on his back. I was like, what?
They took one clip where he took the wrong bump, and everyone's saying that Karrion Kross can't take a bump. It's like, bro, what are y'all talking about?
Y'all
there's a video. There's a video that he said that he doesn't have muscles in his shoulders or something.
Yeah, he got surgery.
Yeah, so like he retrained his body so it doesn't need those particular muscles. And I was like, this man is a sick individual. But I'm not gonna hold you. Those clips had me. I don't remember the last time I saw a Karrion Kross match. I was like, maybe you just don't bump. This is what happens when it's a Mandela effect. I was like, maybe he don't take bumps on his back. Maybe that's not why he's not getting match time. I swear to God, they had me convinced, and then I saw other clips. I was like, okay, yeah, I know it wasn't more crazy.
Drop kick from the he took a drop kick from the top turnbuckle and just went to the ropes.
He just lands on the side every time. Instead of landing on his back, he just doesn't matter what it is.
So, you know, I said the same thing as you, Tony. Everyone's like, "Oh, Karrion Kross can't wrestle because he can't take a bump." I'm like, dude, the man hasn't been wrestling. What do you mean? We don't know if he can take bumps or not, and I know he can. So stop talking shit about Karrion Kross. Let the man be. He's finally getting his push. Yeah, he's finally getting his push. I'm excited for it. Him and Sammy are going to do great things, amazing things.
Do you think
it's going to be great storytelling?
Do you think this is Karrion Kross's last opportunity with the E? Because allegedly his contract coming up soon.
You know, we said that a few months ago on the pod, and we all agreed that it was, and he's still around.
I'm not going to. I feel like I say this
ends July 18th, so it got leaked out.
God, that's a very specific day, and my mother's birthday.
But you don't give a guy a brand new shirt in a match at Saudi if he's not in the talks of signing a contract.
I mean, didn't they just throw that match together because Dom was out?
Yeah, that, and unless you're feeding him to Sami Zayn
in Saudi. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm gonna say this about. I feel like I say this every 6 months with Karrion Kross, though. I feel like every 6 months I'll be like, "This is his last opportunity," and my man just comes out the other side like still there. I swear to God, I've been saying that since WrestleMania 40. With the match again.
That's what I'm saying. We've been talking about, is this Karrion Kross last time? Is he going to be going somewhere else? Will he be doing other promotions? And it's just like WWE is like, no, he's not going anywhere.
I'm not going to.
He's actually the ghostwriter for a lot of promos.
That'd be crazy.
Second top selling merch.
Yeah.
What isn't, bro? It's insanity. I have this love-hate relationship with the IWC because sometimes it's funny to see what they be posting, but they were getting on Jay, right? They're like, oh, why? Because he sells merch, he's on top of the card. And then like they use that argument for Jay, right? But then for Karrion Kross, but like he's moving merch. Why is he not getting screen time? I'm like, what? I'm like, you hypocrites. What do you want merch sales to do? Do you want it to help your guy or not mean shit for your guy? You can't have it. I mean, it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
That's I love Rikishi. I swear to God, I strive to be Rikishi as a father. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter what my son could be. My son could be a McDonald's, be a fry cook, and I'm over here shit talking to the CEO of that McDonald's every single day. Like, yo, my son is the best fry cook in that goddamn building.
Just know, if you want to do that, that's fine. But the day your son decides to get married, you can't go to the wedding because that's what Rikishi did. Because he had to go sign autographs.
Wasn't he there? Wasn't that only for the show?
No, he wasn't there.
They said he was there. They said it was only for the show thing.
Come on, man. You told me Total Bella's line? No.
Yeah.
No, apparently.
Probably right.
No, bro.
Apparently he showed up late.
Yeah, they disputed it.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. He didn't go to a ceremony, but he went to the wedding. It's one or the other. Whatever the party is afterwards. He didn't go to the church stuff, bro.
He didn't go to the wedding.
He worked. Listen, he worked with his son. You know what I mean? Listen,
Yeah, he worked out.
listen, Rikishi's always there at New York Comic Con. I'm gonna ask him once and for all, like, Rikishi, did you miss your son's wedding?
And
He gonna
if
say
tells
which
you
one?
yes,
No, he's gonna know exactly what.
I just saw him.
Listen, if anything, my man's is consistent.
hey, that's
Listen,
spirit love right there. You know what I mean,
bro? I'm telling you, I want to be Rikishi. I want to shit talk my son's boss every single opportunity I get. It doesn't matter what he's doing.
mm-hmm.
Listen, this is
not on contract.
I'm not on contract. What are you gonna do to me? I'm already on a Legends deal, but my boy, I'm gonna shit talk you all I want. I'm retired. I'm already in the hall, my boy. And plus, it's not like this is not like this is like it's not like this is Xavier Woods' dad talking shit about the company. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
this is Rikishi.
I pay for that. Just Xavier Woods not being like, my son is the greatest tag team champion of all time.
Bro, could you imagine some random wrestlers like Parent who never did wrestling a day in their life? We don't know who the hell they are. Just mad random, just shit talking Asian creative. Bro, they would get they would get flamed.
I need Rey Mysterio to start doing it for Dom now.
Bro, probably the moment that Ray retires, he's gonna start shit talking creative.
Start shit talking.
Yo, but it's Rikishi. What are you gonna tell? What are you gonna tell Rikishi? Shut up. Rikishi, bro. Rikishi got like 17 more Samoans in the pipeline, bro. They need Rikishi to move over these deals. Who you think is proofreading these contracts for them? It's fucking Rikishi's badass. And I love Rikishi. That's what I gotta do.
Let's keep moving on. We got Slammiversary coming up, fellas. You already know the TNA World Title is going to be on the line, which Trick almost lost on Tuesday, which was really weird finish, but they saved it, and he's still champion.
Who do you defend against?
Briggs. And there was like a false count. I got everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I caught everybody. Like I even stuck my head out. Like I was like, oh, did Trick Williams just? I was ready to text you guys. Like, yo, did Trick Williams just lose on NXT? What a freaking terrible decision that was. But he didn't. But we got Slammiversary, TNA World Title, Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, 2. Do you think Joe Hendry?
What's Santana doing? What is Santana doing?
Santana right now is beefing. No, Santana's beefing with your boy from
AJ
Flop Dollar.
Who's hotter? Not Nada.
Nada.
Yeah, nah.
Not Nada.
Santana's winning that strap. I'm telling you right now, Slammiversary, it's just a closer for Hendry on that title. Santana's winning that strap. He's only doing a side mission right now. He was close. He was close on NXT. He lost due to interference. He's taking out the interference. He's gonna win the strap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Joe Hendry loses.
I think it has to be. Like, I love Joe Hendry. That's my guy. But, like, when I saw him, I was like, oh, Joe Hendry can't be the savior of TNA because he's going to WWE.
It has to be Santana.
It has to be Santana.
Santana or anyone else. But they haven't built anyone else.
It could be AJ Francis, and he turns on Trick Williams.
Hey, first class, I'm with it. AJ Francis had a hell of a year.
He did have a hell of a year.
What if when AJ Styles' contract runs up, he saves TNA from Trick Williams?
God, no.
I don't think
you don't want TNA royalty to save TNA.
If there's anybody who's gonna save TNA, it's Sting.
Jesus Christ! You might as well get Ric Flair back in the ring. Fucking Jay Lethal.
What if it's Samoa Joe?
What did
just joking. Samoa Joe ain't going nowhere.
Chris Sabin.
I mean, TNA has an issue though, right? It's like TNA has not built main event stars. Like, it's Joe Hendry, now Mike Santana, now, and Nick Nemeth. Am I missing anyone?
They've been building Santana for a little while.
Yeah. You got old boys from the system.
Who, Moose?
Yeah,
Moose and old boy Eddie.
Listen, I don't know many TNA guys.
Eddie's good. Eddie's main event.
Eddie's good. I just don't think he's the guy. You know what I mean?
Rich Swan, Fly Swan, Quick Swan, Dirty Swan. What's his name?
Cedric Alexander's there now.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know if I like that signing. Wish he would have went to team up with his boys, but I get it.
He couldn't go there.
They're saying AEW being more selective with the people, with the WWE people they hire. They went from signing everybody to being picky. Good for them.
But for Cedric, it's a little more personal than that because his wife got shitted on by Tony Khan. So
now they're good now. I think bygones are.
I don't think they're good, bro. She don't talk good about him ever. She don't ever talk good about him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. So probably not.
Maybe they'll make up. Though. She's filthy.
She was good. I like Big Swole.
Who knows? I only watch more TNA. I was thinking about going to that Slammiversary show, to be honest, because it's in Long Island at UBS.
Yeah.
Where Forbidden Door was.
Hey, that's Starmania. If there's any show to go to, that's the one. That's where everything resets.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking about heading up there, but I think it's more of is your boy working or not? I really I can't commit to any day of the week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My coworkers love to see me suffer.
You could just tell your manager you're going to church to see your pastor who you believe in, and his name is Joe Hendry.
I have Brandy Photoshop me a picture of Joe Hendry in a priest collar, in a father collar.
Priest collar, yeah. Oh man, quick question. We'll see what happens. Go ahead.
Quick question. This is back to WWE. I want to talk about Seth a little bit. For some reason, I feel like Seth is underwhelming as a heel. This is his third faction in 10 years? Or fourth faction? What is it? He had the COVID faction, and then he had a faction in 2017? 2018?
Yeah. I'm not really sure if you could say the Messiah was a faction, because him and Buddy were more like a tag than anything.
But it was also Theory. But Theory was there. He had Theory there too.
Theory was there too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's I feel like his heel run, I feel like Seth thrives as a tweener more than it does as a face or a heel, because it's just so bizarre. And it's like I've been trying to keep up with this faction as much as I can, because I feel like Paul Heyman is the GOAT of managers, and it feels like they're still like hammering out chemistry issues. I think both you guys would agree the best part about this faction is Braun Breaker, because he's an absolute specimen. You know what I mean? Braun is just great. And obviously Bronson Reed is also great, but like Seth as a heel is just like, it doesn't do anything for me.
Honestly, I think the best thing out of the entire faction is Paul Heyman. Without Paul Heyman, those guys, you're right, it's whack.
Even with Paul Heyman, it's not great. You know what I mean? Seth has the money in the bank. Cool. He's gonna get the strap eventually.
It's not great, but he makes it good with just his promos and talking about each and every one of them.
I mean, they're saying the same stuff every week. The same 18-minute promo every opening of Raw.
It's like the Judgment Day promos back when they had the tag team titles. You remember how bad it was?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's rough, because it's like Seth's a great wrestler. You know what I mean? Great promo. Like he's a top.
I don't know if he's a great promo. I would say he's a decent.
Great promo. Great fashion sense.
He's a good promo.
That's how you know Netram. That's how you know Netram lives with Brandy, because you know Brandy watching this. Sense. Yeah, that's how you know, because Brandy would have smothered him in his sleep if he said anything negative about Seth Rollins. Yeah, but I feel like this heel Seth run isn't great. I personally feel like if you have multiple factions that don't necessarily work for you, after a while, you're just not a factions guy. It doesn't even matter if you have a manager to help you.
True.
Because it's like the Shield was a faction, but they didn't really have a leader. They were together. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was a trio with all equal voices. So that's a faction, but it's not. That faction flourished, obviously, because they're the three biggest names in wrestling all together. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can't bring up the top guys without talking about the Shield. That's and then it's just the authority with Seth wasn't necessarily great. You know what I mean? That was a downside of wrestling.
That's Triple H's fault.
Yeah, so had a start.
I think it was my thing. My only issue with the authority was it wasn't Seth Rollins. My issue was how much television time that Triple H and Stephanie was getting.
Listen, when you run the company, you do what you want. You do what you want when you're powerful.
They weren't running the company at the time.
I mean, whose last name was on that marquee? McMahon. Kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna say neither of them are McMahon's, are technically Hemsley's or Levesque's.
Levesque's.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? So it's like I don't think Seth is a faction. I don't think Seth is a heel. First off, I don't think he's a real heel guy. That type of leading a faction for the second or third time is not great.
I don't think him or his wife is a real heel person.
I
don't buy bets.
Yeah, I don't really care about Becky as a heel. I don't care about her as a face. I like her as a tweener. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Because they're not. And I feel like in order to be a heel, like you need to do some heinous shit. And when Cody's talking about touch earlier, when Cody's talking about he has a couple years left as a babyface, Cody's gonna have to punt babies for people to boo him. You know what I mean? There's not a babyface. There's not babyface
that in AEW.
And they hated him for different reasons. They hated him because he wouldn't go heel.
I think they hated him because he wouldn't put himself in the main title picture. That's why they really hated him.
Listen, I get it, but at the same time, Cody is 50 times a bigger wrestler than he was in AEW on a popularity level. You know what I mean? Because if Cody was this big in AEW, it wouldn't even be a contest with views and everything else and merchandise sales. Because already in the in-ring level, AEW is already the better product. And anybody who says otherwise, it is coping with denial. You know what I mean? So it's like Cody potentially turning heel, he would have to pump babies. I'm talking about like pick the cutest kid in the crowd, grab him, give him a fake hug, and drop him on his neck in order to get people to start booing him. Because it's like, bro, he's too big of a baby face. You're gonna get the next Cena reaction. You're gonna love you, Cody. Like, no.
He's gotta go like full like outsider greaser. You know what I mean? Leather jacket, black hair, smoking a cigarette, coming down the ramp. Just not
Bullet Club jacket. You bro, like realistically, who's the biggest baby face after him is Jay, right? Jay Uso?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But him turning on Jay is not enough to move the needle for people to boo him. People don't really hate Jay Uso for being Jay Uso. For being in the main event scene. You know what I mean? Jay has people bitching and moaning because he makes merchandise sales, and he used the same argument for LA Knight and Karrion Kross. It's not gonna do nothing.
Let's move on a little bit because if we keep talking about Seth Rollins, I think Brandy Savage might just show up in here and start cussing us all out. So
I get angry text when I curse him out when I'm going to talk about Seth.
Let's talk a little AEW, then we're gonna move on to Night of Champions. Mercedes Moné has her match at All In with Toni Storm. She is 6 belts Moné, 7 belts Moné, 8 belts. I lost count. She's a lot of belts Moné right now. But is she going to lose that TBS title before All In?
She should. Is there another women's program going on AEW right now?
So next week is AEW 300.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
and she'll be facing Mina for the TBS title.
Mina.
She probably drops it.
I think she does because at AEW 200, whatever their last special was, the last Joshi woman did win a TBS title, and that was Shida. They did a whole title change.
I mean,
that is true.
The issue with Mina winning is they kind of have to build a storyline for her quick for the All In. You know what I mean? They usually do a long build for All In, and kind of something thrown together. It can still work in ring. The storyline wise will probably suck.
Well, they also have the Casino Gauntlet now, so they can just throw her.
Yes. Listen, it sucks, man. You guys talk about it. I actually saw your clip last week. It's like, I think on paper, AEW does have the best women's division. But since NXT utilizes their women's division better, they have the better women's division. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Since they actually use it, they have the better women's division. You can have an all-star team, you know what I mean? But if you don't use them right, you have terrible coaching. It don't mean shit.
I mean nothing. That's a fact. Fellas, as long as y'all been wrestling fans, have you ever seen anybody give up their title and not championship gold? Their EVP status. And we're gonna put the EVP status on the line. Well, that happened on Wednesday night. Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland challenged the Young Bucks for the EVP titles. And it will happen at All In. It shouldn't happen at All In. It could have been like AEW 300 or something like that, but we're gonna get it at All In, and they're getting a match.
Isn't it so shitty? Your two biggest men stars, you have no program for them. So you put them in a tag team match.
It's as shitty as putting John Cena in a tag team match because you couldn't book him in a match. So it's the same thing.
So
but this still fits the Death Riders storyline.
Oh my god, you're such a mark.
Because
oh my god,
if Swerve Strickland and then become EVPs, they're gonna pretty much ban outside interference and save Hangman. It's what they're like. This is what it'll all lead to.
I told you what's gonna happen. Daniel Bryan is going to save him.
Daniel Bryan just came out to fight McAfee. He's not coming out.
Nitram, $20. Daniel Bryan comes out to save Hangers against Mox at All In. 20 beans.
I can see it. No.
So, as a matter of fact, if Daniel Bryan does not save him, I'll send you $20. If he does, you got to come on this podcast every week for 10 episodes, and it's be like, Chana was right.
Like the first thing I said.
No, it's gonna be random. I might drop like a soundboard or something.
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be a soundboard. I'm gonna have to. There could be something you can. There could be something you disagree with strongly, and I'm just gonna go.
We're gonna.
Chana was right.
We're just gonna show the clip of Daniel Bryan coming out to help Hangman at a page.
Where you at, buddy? Yeah.
All right, we gotta.
So he wasn't sure about it. He's still not sure about it at all.
I don't think that's his spot anymore. Dude just came out in Collision to fight Max Caster, bro. I don't think Daniel Bryan gives a damn about product right now.
Bro, I'm telling you right now. You think that the Swerve is gonna ban him from ringside, and he's gonna come out to save him anyway? No, bro. It's gonna be Daniel Bryan. They try to kill him. They try to X-nay him.
That's the thing. You've been too much of a fan of these Death Riders, bro. You're thinking just like John Moxley. John Moxley's probably thinking the same thing. No, that man. In Max Caster, I ain't gotta worry about him. Yeah, it's gonna come all in. And then that man comes out to his music, the final countdown, and whoops that ass to help Hangman out of it. Actually, Bryan should come out and choke John Moxley in a paper bag.
Oh my god. And actually do it. Finish the job. No, I'm gonna fuck with you. Please don't. Finish the job.
Come out with the paper bag, not the plastic, and just start suffocating John Moxley.
I think it's a Darby Allin save. I think you guys are.
Listen,
I'm
not
cool.
both?
Cool, Darby Allin save too. The snow coming out.
You only need 4 people, and they already had the 4 people.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
Well, my thing is,
Darby Allin can.
The AEW Avengers is Samoa Joe, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, and Darby Allin, and then with their leader, Iron Man, Hangman Page.
No, I'm telling you right now. Those 4 guys are gonna come out. The Death Riders are still gonna have the advantage, and then Daniel Bryan's or Bryan Danielson's theme song is gonna hit. Everybody in Texas is gonna be like the final countdown. They're gonna be singing it so loud and so majestically that Bryan is not gonna take no bumps because he can't, because his neck is still fried. And it's gonna be magical, and it's gonna be better than WrestleMania 40. I'm telling you right now, Daniel Bryan coming out to save Hangers is better than WrestleMania 40 ending. I swear to God. And bro, and I was there. I popped my ass off when the Undertaker gong hit, and I was still sad at the end. Me, Brandy, and Jacob, we literally waited 20 minutes hoping to get reversed.
My thing about this whole stipulation of the matches, Nitram, let's say you're right. Let's say Will and Swerve win, right? And they say there's no interference because they're EVPs. How do we get the Young Bucks to be EVPs again? How does that happen? Because if I'm Will and I'm Swerve, bro, I'm gonna fire the Young Bucks after the show's over. So yeah, we don't need y'all no more.
not even after the show.
I'm gonna be honest. The way I see this actually going is they win and the Bucks take the mics and go, "Oh, what are you talking about? This is a 2 out of 3 fall," and just constantly switch it up until they actually have the winning hand. But this match will be better than their match against FTR, and Chana's gonna say it's their greatest tag match of all time.
Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think there's anything the Young Bucks can do to make me go like, "It's a great tag team." Just can't do it. Not EVP guys. I'm not a big fan of the Bucks. And by the way, nothing will ever pass that 2 out of 3 falls match for FTR and Bullet Cup Gold. You can't pass it, bro. That match, I was there on my edge of my seat for an hour. You understand that? That's how great that match was. I watched an hour-long wrestling match, and I thought it was perfect. And it went by like it was 15 minutes. I swear to God, it was great.
Watch after that match, you gonna be Channel Jackson.
Definitely not. Shit is terrible.
Crazy Joe edits is in the building. He says, "Hot take: Bret Hart is better than Shawn Michaels. Michaels only gets picked because he was in the company longer, but he would have been way better if Montreal Screwjob didn't happen, and Bret's still better.
Better in what aspect?
Yeah, better in what aspect? Are we talking overall, like wrestling? Because Shawn Michaels is probably one of the greatest in-ring wrestlers of all time.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like technical wrestling, so that should tell you my answer right there on where I stand. I think technical wrestling is boring shit. I don't know why.
I was like Goldberg. Fuck Bret Hart.
Bro, I don't want to see somebody focusing on the shoulder for 10 minutes in the match. You know what I mean? It's the dumbest shit ever, bro. Like, for example, the Jon Moxley Eddie Kingston match, when he kept attacking it, so like Eddie couldn't get his signature move off, and then like through perseverance, Eddie pushed through and he hit him with that move. I was like, no, I get it. It blows.
Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, and every promo is celebrated in fashion. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling, we've got the latest gear to elevate your wrestling wardrobe. Show off your passion for the squared circle. It's not just clothing, it's a lifestyle. Come shop with us and unleash your inner champion at foursidesofthering.com. That's foursidesofthering.com.
foursidesofthering.com. Get all our merch. Fellas, Night of Champions. First of all, are you excited for it?
No. What time does it start?
I think we got
3 p.m.
3 or 1. I think it's 1.
Can't watch it then.
See,
celebrating my little son's graduation.
Crazy Joe says better at wrestling, and Sean's gets promo work. Bret's better overall.
I'm recording myself. I don't like technical wrestling, so there goes my answer.
Look, Bret was a better wrestler, but in the overall aspect, Sean did full package. Mm-hmm. Sean's told better stories than Bret. Sean was a better promo than Bret. He's a better asshole than Bret. Has less friends than Bret, and that's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has a brother, but he's probably a better brother than Bret. Bret's cool. You know, he used to give glasses to kids and stuff. But, like, Bret's in-ring work does not outshadow the fact that Bret was a dull character.
Listen, I'm not going to hold you. What would you rather be? The best there ever is, the best there ever was, or the best there ever will be? Or would you rather be a sexy boy?
Sexy boy!
This guy gets it. And plus, I'm not going to hold you. Bret kind of low-key ruined his legacy when he had that WrestleMania match with Vince to get over the Montreal Screwjob like 15 years later. It was a terrible-ass match.
Don't forget, he was on that winning team to beat the Nexus, too.
Yep.
Bro, and he was, oh my God, I forgot about that. Oh my God. He was oh my God.
I was wrestling
Bret should have never came back.
He was wrestling in the jorts and the
jorts. Oh my God.
The black jorts with the
oh my God,
with the $50 Jordans that you get from Foot Locker that nobody be buying.
Oh my God, you're right. He started the team Jordan Waves in WWE. Listen,
he says Bret was great at wrestling, but his career was ruined by the Montreal Screwjob. If Bret never left WWE, he'd be way better.
I don't know, man. The Montreal Screwjob happened because he was leaving. That's
the Montreal Screwjob happened because he didn't want to put Sean over.
Yes, but he was leaving anyway.
He didn't want to put Sean over respectfully. Yes, he was leaving. He didn't want to put Sean over respectfully. But let's be real. If it never happened, Shawn Michaels is going to WCW, and that WWE would have regretted. Because when Bret Hart went to WCW, he was still the same dull guy.
I'm not gonna listen. The Montreal Screwjob never happens if Bret Hart never tells Vince, "I'm signing to WCW. I'm leaving." This is my leave. This is my leave date. This is my final date.
I still think it's happening, bro, because Vince wanted to put the title on Shawn. It was gonna happen.
It was Triple H's idea to do it, guys. We all seen the 4 documentaries that confirm this now. Hey, Triple H is the one that said, "We're gonna screw Bret."
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold you. Like, if Bret never left, if Bret decided to not leave, the screw job would not happen. But he decided to leave WWE in his own terms. Old boy didn't want to put Shawn over him, and that's what happened. Personally, I'll take Shawn Michaels. And not because I hate technical wrestling, but Shawn's way more entertaining overall. Marcus is right. Bret is dull. It's kind of boring in ring.
Bret's just dull. He did amazing things in wrestling. Don't get me wrong. You know, and I'm not going to say that the Montreal Screwjob ruined his career because I don't think it did. He did interesting things at WCW, but like I said, his character arc and work is just dull. Shawn was just way more entertaining. Shawn was fun. Bret was this serious man that didn't need to be so serious. And like Chana said, technical wrestling back in the day was very. I like it now. Like, you know, like Zack Sabre Jr., better technical wrestler than Bret Hart.
I'm pretty sure they'll assassinate you for saying that. I don't care about that statement. But there's somebody out here in the world that's gonna track you down.
Bryan Danielson, better technical wrestler than Bret Hart.
Truth is, Owen doesn't die. Owen would be the best Hart in the family.
Oh, 100%. Owen Hart better than Bret Hart.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care about technical wrestling, so I can't rank technical wrestlers because I just don't care about it. But I'm pretty sure there's somebody out here in the world that will track you down and be like, "How dare you say Zack Sabre Jr. is a better technical wrestler than Bret the Hitman Hart?"
Proved it.
Yeah, he's probably 80 years old and has a receding hairline and a mullet.
So I'm gonna shoot my text later. How do you feel about Bret? He might respond to this question though.
Goldberg, do you agree with our comments on Bret Hart?
Man, funny. I love Goldberg's response to it. He was like, it happened so long ago. He's like, I felt really bad for a while.
I didn't know he kept blaming me.
He's like, accidents happen. And Bret's like, fuck Goldberg.
I would say Joe. I would say Joe. What ruined Bret Hart's career was stepping into the ring with Goldberg. That's what ruined his career.
Goldberg kept Bret Hart relevant.
Goldberg, man, oh my god, you're a monster.
Let's talk Night of Champions, fellas. Men's King of the Ring final matchup. We got Cody Rhodes. We got a returning Randy Orton. This is the final. Now, this is Randy Orton's second final, back-to-back finals. Does he get a win?
Hell no.
No.
So what, fight Cena again at SummerSlam?
You think Cody's going to be the King of the Ring?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
King Rhodes?
Like
did Dusty ever win King of the Ring?
Let's not bring those facts up, please.
No. Did he ever win King of the Ring? No, he has to finish the story.
Billy Bob Orton never won. Billy Bob Orton never won King of the Ring. Randy's got to finish the story.
Honestly, King of the Ring is the only thing Randy Orton has to do.
Randy Orton is a 13-time world champion. That means absolutely nothing to nobody.
Bro.
Bro.
You just said you brought up Cody's father, so I just brought up Randy's father.
Yeah, but Cody Rhodes is only a one-time world champion, okay? Randy has 13 of them things. And Dusty never won the King of the Ring.
Yeah, and Goldust never got anything in the 30 years he was in WWE.
I don't know how many Randy
14-time.
No, Randy Orton. I think
Goldust is a 14-time world champion.
I think Randy Orton's a 14-time world champion now.
I think he is a 14.
Because I remember Ric Flair cutting the promo and being like, "When you hit your 15th, I'm gonna walk you down the aisle."
Yeah, in a fucking wheelchair. But yeah, bro, Cody's gonna finish the story. I mean, anything that Cody Rhodes does for the first time that his father never won, it's him finishing the story.
That's 100%. I agree with you on that 100%. I got Cody Rhodes winning it too, even though it's a slap in the face to Randy Orton. Why put him in twice? I feel like you could have put Jey Uso there. I feel like that would have been a better matchup. But I like the story between Cody and Randy, teacher and student. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Look, we'll see what happens.
It could easily be Randy versus Gunther, y'all.
Again?
They had this story Look, it could be
That's
Randy
the thing,
versus Vacant because Goldberg retires the belt.
No. Whoever wins this match, Chana's right. Whoever wins this match is going straight for Cena.
That's how you get back to Cena. And did they say the winner gets a world title match at SummerSlam again?
They said
yes. Yeah. Winner gets a world title match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's Cody Rhodes. That's how he gets back.
That's how you sell out MetLife. You heard it here first.
Is
this a margarita match?
Yeah.
The whole night is a margarita match.
Yeah. There's only one match. I'm not skipping, bro. Only one match
for Toronto. All right, let's jump over
one margarita.
Women's final King of the Ring matchup: Jade Cargill versus Asuka. You already know who I got. My girl Asuka's taking it. She's gonna turn from the Empress of Tomorrow to the Queen of Today.
You're out of your damn mind if you think they're not putting that crown on Jade. You're out of your damn mind.
Yeah, bro, you're going crazy. You know how I know you're going crazy?
If Asuka doesn't win, I might start the Asuka to AEW petition. I'm telling you that right now.
Start writing that petition now, buddy, because it's going to be Tiffany versus Jade Cargill at SummerSlam. Jade is going to win, and Naomi's going to cash in on her. That's exactly what's happening.
I got Asuka versus Io Sky at SummerSlam.
That's also very possible. With Naomi still cashing in. No.
Listen, that's fun. That's cute. It's a cute little matchup. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, it's going to be Io versus Rhea at SummerSlam. That's the match.
I can see it. Yeah.
You don't got to think about it. You don't got to think about it. That's the match.
Guys, you guys are skipping Evolution too. Sorry, it's just they gotta fight on that pay-per-view too. Io's gotta fight somebody. Tiffany has to fight somebody. They could be new champions there.
They could be new champions. But yeah, it's gonna be Jade versus Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. Or Nia Jax, allegedly.
Or Naomi.
And then
Naomi could cash in that Evolution.
True.
And then Jay would already have that match set up.
True. And then Bianca comes in, makes it a triple threat match. That's all.
Come on.
I don't know where that came from, but yeah, let's get it.
I don't want to. Let me get.
You don't want to see 3 black women at SummerSlam, Marcus? That's crazy.
I mean, I would love to see that, but I would love to see Asuka versus Io Sky for the World Heavyweight Championship.
What if he would have attacked you like that, Sean? You don't want to see Asian women on a pay-per-view?
Sorry, I just, like I said, I think
only if
Io Sky and Asuka have a better story, because you could tell the story of Io telling Asuka, like, you dipped, you left me here by myself. No more damage control. You left. No more damage control. I lost my title. I went down this freaking rabbit hole of just losing, and now I finally got it back, and here you are. Why?
Truth is, neither woman needs Queen of the Ring to tell either story.
That's a fact.
Jade needs it for the accolade. Only for the accolade.
Jade does need it for the accolade because she hasn't held anything since she's been in the WWE.
Jade needs to go to NXT.
Besides the women's tag team titles.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Jade needs the accolade. Asuka doesn't need
I guess you're right. I guess it's going to Jade. Is this a margarita match? Nope. Because
Asuka's 2 margaritas.
Salt on the rim.
We got a United States Championship match. This match is going to be fire. I'm so hyped for it. I think it's on a comedic level, on an entertaining level, it's going to be great, but also the wrestling is going to be fantastic. Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa,
margaritas.
United States Championship. Jono saying it's a margarita match, but I already know he got Solo Sikoa winning. Knit Ram?
I got Solo winning it. Oh, actually, yeah, I got Solo winning.
I got Solo winning. That's my tribal chief.
He lost that right, my boy.
Hey, people don't forget.
What do you mean? He lost the right. He lost the
I don't switch sides.
Let's just.
My boy Solo is my tribal chief. We go.
Solo still thinks he's a tribal chief too. You know.
Nah, I got Solo. JC's gonna. Nah, he got Jimmy on his side.
I got.
Did the third lower brother come out yet?
On main event, but not on main TV.
Yeah, so Lance. the third lower brother is gonna help Solo win the title, and then Solo's just gonna have a whole bunch of lowers.
Forget that. Both of the brothers could just come back because they're hurt too.
I mean,
they've been out for TV.
Tonga has been off for TV for a minute, right? Since SummerSlam. I mean, Survivor Series.
Survivor Series. And Tonga Loa, he's been out for a minute too.
He's been out since what, Mania?
A little bit before then.
A little. I thought it was it Rumble? He got hurt, right? Rumble?
I think it's Rumble.
Tama got hurt during the LA Knight feud with Jacob. I think a little before Mania, maybe like a couple weeks before Mania. It's possible.
I don't know, but I definitely got Solo winning the United States Championship with the help of his new bloodline that we're probably going to introduce, Bloodline 3.0.
Jesus Christ, what is this, NXT? I want the black and gold era.
You know what I mean? Nick Cardenas in the building. He says this guy looks like the Thumb People from Spy Kids. That's hilarious.
I appreciate you.
That's hilarious.
And I'm not the new guy. Day oneer.
Kind of is
day oneer.
One of the if he was speaking AEW terms and he was part of the Young Bucks, he would say, "I'm the founding father of this podcast."
There's a founder, but there's 3 other founders, brother.
Oh man,
technically Net Ram too, but he was busy on Thursdays.
United States Championship. Is this
my contract to expire? Yeah, just drink it down, man. Just drink it. This margaritas. We getting drunk.
Hey, this match is gonna be great, though. Like I said, on an entertainment level, I think this match is gonna be fantastic.
Get drinking, get drunk.
All right. We got a street fight coming up. Oh. He said not you. He said the new bloodline.
I was like, damn, nigga, this man disrespectful out here. I was like, okay, buddy.
He was talking about ukulele.
It is what it is.
Or is he talking about JC Mateo? I can see it.
JC Mateo. I think he's talking about JC Mateo. It's just a bad name, bro. They could have came up with a better name for Jeff Cobb.
Just call him Jeff Cobb.
Just call him Jeff Cobb, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you.
They could have called him Jeff Mateo. I think it's the C that just throws me off.
Or Jeff Fatu. They could have called him Jeff Fatu. They could have given him any name.
Rikishi would have been cursing him out. You give my name. He's not even Samoan.
First, you take the title from my son, and then you give my name.
You get my last name. He's not even an Islander.
He's not even an Islander. Nick says yes.
Brown.
Yes, Mateo. He said y'all are funny. I would never say that.
Listen, I don't know how bold people are. You know what I mean?
Charlo's about to go home, like fucking with his wife, and be like, "Yeah, baby, I got called the thumb person on Spy Kids today," and she's just gonna be like, "That's nice, sweetie. Go to bed."
I'm like, I haven't recorded with them in months, and the first time I come back, they just call me a thumb.
You're gonna show your son the Spy Kids and be like, "You think that looks like daddy?"
Yo, my son's an asshole, man. It's so funny.
That's so funny. We got a street fight, fellas, on United Champions
Margarita.
as well.
Margarita.
Rhea Ripley.
That's a double.
Going against Rhea. I was gonna say Rhea Raquel, but
I'm not
Raquel.
leaving the kitchen.
I think Raquel wins this.
She has to. I think Roxanne
has to. I think Roxanne helps her win.
To prove, this is Raquel's time to prove that she can do something.
Raquel needs this win. Raquel really needs this win.
She needs to prove she can do something.
She needs this win to get the push.
She's won. We don't care if you're Liv's best friend away from being on your future endeavors.
Facts.
I'm not going with you. That's extremely fair. This is an opportunity.
Even though she is the greatest tag team woman of all time.
One half the greatest tag team women's.
One half of the greatest tag team. But she's won it more without Liv too. You know what I mean? She's held it multiple times.
I think that was the NXT tag titles. It doesn't count as the main roster women's.
But
unless she just combining both.
Four times.
The most ever of women's tag team wrestlers. Is she the Jey Uso of tag team of wrestlers? So you said Jay is only a tag team wrestler? Is Raquel only a tag team wrestler?
He has to say yes. He has to say yes.
He has to say yes.
He has to say yes because early on, Nate Ram would say, "She's just a back. She's just a back. She can't even wrestle. She's just a back.
She lost her back too.
She can't even cut a promo. She's just a back."
I remember those days.
Why you want to show me your back? I'm like, damn, get the girl a try, bro. She's
trying. Look, she's come a long way.
I guarantee you, look at Nate Ram's Google image history. You look up Nate Ram's Google history. It's a whole bunch of pictures of backs. Hasn't found one he's like so far. Just stop showing us.
All right, who you got? Who you got for this match right here?
Raquel with my girl Roxanne with the interference. She is loyal to the Judgment Day.
I agree with that too. I got Raquel with the Roxanne interference.
I got Rhea. I got Rhea hitting them both for the Riptide at the same goddamn time because she's real bloody ripping.
Nick says Bailey needs another vacation.
Jesus Christ, Bailey just got back.
I thought her match was good.
I think Bailey solid.
We got a good match right here. I think this is the match that Nate Ram's going to tune into, fellas. Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross, 1-on-1. Is this a margarita match?
Nope.
It is.
Nope. It's gonna be the loudest match of the night between Sami and Kross.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna be so upset when you watch Sami pin Kross, bro, because they're gonna feed that man.
Let me tell you something about Karrion Kross.
You know what's gonna happen?
Right? We are Twitter friends. We follow each other.
That's cool. I'm happy for you. And he
follows. You know what's gonna happen?
And he follows the podcast too. And he supports everything that we say about him. But I hate to say it, I think my man's getting fed to Sami Zayn in Saudi.
No, bro. Because you don't understand, Karrion has to win to prove Sami his point. Karrion's right. Karrion don't be losing these feuds, bro. He beat Bo Dallas. He don't be losing the main. He beat Ray. He don't lose these main fights because he has a point to prove. It's a Karrion Kross effect. And just because I'm petty, I'm going to count every back bump he does.
You know, it's been that funny. I guarantee the first move done is a power slam. I swear to God, to watch. That's the first move.
It's going to be a pop-up power bomb from Sami Zayn. Like, Karrion's just going to run towards him, and Sami's going to give him a pop-up power bomb real quick. Or the Blue Thunder. The Blue Thunder. That's the one he does, the Blue Thunder bomb.
Immediately.
He's going to immediately hit him with the Blue Thunder bomb. That's what it is.
And if some way he doesn't do a back bump, I'm going to believe those clips. I'm going to believe that clip.
If we can get Sami to lose and possibly start looking towards turning heel, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Only on the condition.
But what I won't take is that we get a tag team out of this.
Yeah, fair.
What?
I get it.
Insane.
Oh no. Sami Kross?
Sami Kross.
Yeah. Nick Cardina says Sami needs to find Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens needs to finally have surgery. My man has been pushing it off for months.
All right, fellas.
Did you see that interview with Cody?
It was great.
Yeah, I watched it. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Funny guys.
Kevin Owens is so truthful, bro. He gives no fucks. He don't care what he's about. He stands by everything he says. I don't want to work with this guy. This guy was great. I didn't want to do this. This was stupid. He's great. He's fantastic.
That's how you know he's a vet. He's like, I hate the bronzer. He's like, I hate the tan. Just be the color you award.
You know what else he did, Chano? He solidified about how great the fucking Miz is. It's another one.
Yeah, I did see that clip, and I was like, I'm still gonna disagree with him.
Let's talk about this main event, fellas, because early on the show I said, these are two guys. One's the GOAT. One thinks he's the GOAT. Forever will always think he's the GOAT. They're both past their primes. And they're both a little sloppy. I'm not going to lie. Cena's a little sloppy. CM Punk is a little sloppy. I think this match is going to be really bad. And after this, I think we might see it. Look, there's like a couple good things that can happen, right? The match is really bad and CM Punk gets so pissed off about it, he quits again. Or it's just really good, right? There's only two ways it could go. We're either going to get a banger or we're going to get a what the fuck did we just watch? Do you see a cash in from Seth Rollins during this match?
Yes. Not a successful
an attempted one.
Yeah,
attempted.
An attempted one with Roman Reigns?
No,
yes.
Just...
Roman has to come. Roman's coming back soon before SummerSlam to set up the SummerSlam program.
Just going to cost my boy Philly the title as he slams him on real glass.
Ooh.
True. Ooh.
True.
I think they do a callback to Jack Perry stuff. I really do.
What if John Cena comes out with the Jack Perry goat head?
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious, bro. I might pop for that. That'd be great. That'd be actually pretty funny.
Like you can't see like John Cena doing a spot and be like, "This is real glass. Cry me a river." I would die.
He's the right. He's the perfect guy for it.
They are good friends. They are really good friends. So if anybody can get away with it, it's probably John.
That's true.
And it still wouldn't be real glass, and that'd be the funny part.
What a nut! Yeah. The funniest thing about that Jack Perry thing is CM Punk just trying to be. Listen, he might be an asshole backstage in AW. Who knows? But he's like, yeah, don't use real glass, guys. Then you got Jack Perry out all in. This is real glass. You're a dick.
The funny thing is that video today of him pushing that kid, like pushing him to the side. They were like, CM Punk pushed a kid to the side, and somebody was like, "Oh, did they leak the all-in footage again?"
Yo, I really love the fact that TK really put that on TV, like it was gonna do anything.
That was comical.
That was
great, comical.
That had to be done.
Yeah,
it got everything out there.
On TV, you could have just leaked it regularly.
Nah. That's the greatest part about it. That's the greatest part about it because it's entertainment. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, you guys want to see what CM Punk really did? Tune in on Wednesday. I'm not gonna drop it on.
Jack that guy up.
I'm not gonna hold you. It's mad funny because TK was like, I was fearful for my life. I'm like, for what? Like, bro.
The only person that was fearing for their life was Kenny Omega when he grabbed his dog. He thought he was going to get his ass beat.
I thought it was a work. I swear to God, I thought it was a work.
Bro, I think everybody thought it was work. I thought nobody saw it coming, and then it was the truth. It just happened.
The best thing is Samoa Joe's just in the corner, like, damn.
We still got to do this match.
We up next. He was like, we up next. I'm going to do my entrance. Y'all let me know if you're going to come out.
Don Vito wants to know, how do I get a Bovada account?
Fuck is Bovada?
I don't know. You got to put me on game. Fellas, this main event, who we got? CM Punk? John Cena? And how many margaritas is it going to take for this to be a 5-star Dave Meltzer match?
I got John Cena. It's going to be a 15-minute match. Seth Rollins tries to cash in. Punk gets all distracted, misses the GTS. Bam. Attitude adjustment. Then Cena looks at him. John's like, no. Bam. John Cena wins. That's it. Because he don't care about John Cena. He cares about just ruining big old Pepsi Phil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an offshore betting account for WWE.
Oh yeah. I just looked it up.
So I also saw these guys need.
Yeah, facts, 1,000%. I just saw Jordan Gray say we have wrestlers out here using ChatGPT to write promos, and honestly, that's a pretty good use of ChatGPT. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's a very smart move from those wrestlers.
But I got John. I got John winning, and I got John losing the strap
at SummerSlam.
I'm not gonna hold you. Could you imagine if Ricochet used ChatGPT in WWE? He needs to be there.
ChatGPT was like, and then end with a aha.
Yeah, I got Cena, and I don't think Cena's losing at SummerSlam. If it's Cena wins, then we get Cena Cody. If Cody wins, Seth cashes in on Cody, not CM Punk.
This card sucks.
I don't know if you want to go out to MetLife and watch Cody Rhodes win.
That's the thing. Cena's not losing, bro, until it's close to his last 4 days, and I don't think he's losing. I generally think Cena's gonna retire with the belt, and that's it. And he holds it high. And right when he's about to do it, when he's like, "This is it, I'm gone," that's when Seth will cash in.
True.
But I think Cena takes it down to his final ticker. Everyone kind of like, what the hell's going to happen? On his last promo, he's like, I don't care about y'all. I'm done. Real champion out like I said I was. Man of my word. He tries to leave. He gets his ass jumped. Seth comes in, cashes in.
Here's, look, we have it here first. Look at this. Cena is negative 3,000 on odds. He's not losing.
Jesus.
That's crazy. Betting on
I'm
wrestling.
about to put $5 on Punk. Hold on. Because technically, if Cena, think about it. If Punk wins by DQ, then he won the bet.
That's true. That is true.
You know what I mean? That's the best part about wrestling.
That is true.
Cena hits him with a good old dick hit. He keeps the belt, but Punk wins.
You got to read the fine print on it. Let's that's all the Night of Champions. Are you excited for this card?
Nah, man, it's like the wackest card all year, to be honest.
So Punk is plus 900, 9-1 payout.
Look, put $5 down. Trust me, it's gonna be a dick punch DQ. Punk wins. Cena keeps the belt. That's all you need, and you win.
You heard it here first.
That's like what, $45? I mean, I'm just saying, if you need $45, put $5 down. That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree with you, man. Night of Champions. I don't know if I'm gonna watch live. I'll be at a wedding, but we'll see. I'll probably just catch a recap of it. And
I'll be at my flea market booth, so
true. We'll see. Everybody, check out Night of Champions Saturday. And Nick Cardenas is saying it's easy money. Just saying, that's a fact. $5. Let's jump into our main event question of the evening.
It looks like all the talking has been done. It's time for the main event.
Main event question of the evening. Oh, sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties right there. We had another one. All right. Nate Ram. Main event question, my guy. Should wrestling fans decide who gets pushed, or should we just trust the bookers?
It's hard to say, man, because it's like, how many times have I, and you, me, we talk and we're like, man, they dropped the ball on this guy. But clearly there's something that we don't know as fans. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we big on, they dropped the ball on Elias. They dropped the ball. Elias had everyone. Fans wanted Elias. But we don't know, man. Elias, I watch his TNA work. He's not the best. So it's like, in a sense, like, we know what we want, but we don't know what we want. And the bookers telling me what I want is also not good. You know what I mean? It's like the bookers will be like, now you know who you guys are gonna like? Austin Theory. Why do we like him? Because he's gonna be with Vince McMahon and he's gonna find the golden egg, and that's all you need to know. And we're like, I fucking hate this guy. Hell, all right, that's cool. We're gonna have him beat John Cena at Mania with a good old dick punch. Why the hell would I like that? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, but then as fans, like, look at Austin Theory now. Every time he's out there, he gets the turn on Waller. You know what I'm saying? Like, fans decide who should be in a main event picture, but maybe we shouldn't. Think about how popular Enzo Amore was. Incredible. I always bring him as an example because I generally think he was incredibly the most popular person in my time. Enzo was huge. The man could not work a match. Yeah.
That man could not wrestle. Don't even try to beat around the bush. That man could not wrestle.
Really, it was really bad. But if it was up to fans, he would have been world champion. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, they gave us the 205 title in the main event scene. That was cool. But, like, if it was up to us, we'd be like, yo, Enzo Amore could be WWE champion. Have you heard him cut a promo? put the title on him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, we get upset with like the Jey Uso 51 Reigns Day. Oh, but the fans love Jey Uso. We eat. We constantly hands up and down, nonstop. Yeah, I eat for breakfast and dinner. I eat every time I see my mailman. But it's like, at the end of the day, we got someone like Gunther who can carry a 5-star match with someone who can't wrestle like Pat McAfee. So in a sense, it's like, yes, fans should have a say in who is in the main event picture. But at the end of the day, we got to shut up and understand the bookers know what's best for the product.
What's best for business. That's 100%. China, how are you feeling, man? Do you think wrestling fans should decide who gets the push, or should we just trust the bookers? He dipped out. Technical difficulties. No, I agree with you, man. I like you said, Elias is one of those guys, man. It's the same thing. Oh man, he's so good. Why are we not pushing him to do better, bigger, and better things? And then, like you said, you go back and you watch his work, and it's just like, oh, he's actually not that great in ring. Okay, that's fair enough. But then you got guys like Dolph Ziggler, who the fans are behind. Someone who's great promo, great in ring, can give you everything that you want inside and out as a professional wrestler. And every time we wanted him to get pushed, every time we wanted him to do some great things, we never got it. He was
That's not true. 2-time world heavyweight champion.
Losing. I mean, yeah, but that one time. But there's been other times where twice. There's been other times where there's no reason why Dolph Ziggler shouldn't have the title 5 times in the era that he was in. There's no reason that The Miz shouldn't have the title 6 or 7 times in the era that he was in.
If it was up to me, Miz be a 14-time champion right there, Randy Orton.
You know what I mean? There's been guys that we wanted to push. You know what I mean?
But actually, the Miz is actually a great example. People, and it's almost opposite. People don't understand why the Miz gets booked so well. Why is this guy constantly on TV? Why is he, doing all this? And it's because bookers and producers and wrestlers just know this guy gives great product.
And you could kind of say Penta at AEW. Why wasn't Penta a world champion? You know what I mean? Why we wanted that? Why didn't TK want it? You know what I mean? Why didn't TK want Cody Rhodes to win the title? That's a whole nother story, a whole nother conversation. You know what I mean? People may not have wanted it, but as a booker, you should have Cody Rhodes in the lineage of your world title, especially at the time that he was at and how big he was in his career when you signed him and created that business.
And it's also one of those things like, look at the Bloodline story. If it was up to the fans, Sami Zayn would have won in Canada.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, 100%.
I mean? And that's it. We don't get the big Cody moment.
100%.
So it's just one of those things. Like, I never understood why WWE punished people for getting over on their own. But from a business aspect, I can kind of see why it's an issue. Why
it's like stepping on toes.
Right. Rusev Day, we're like, yo, Rusev is huge. Rusev Day is the biggest thing. And I can see because that messes up plans. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to include you into this main event picture just because you got yourself over.
Look at Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross is a beautiful example.
Got
himself
over. Right now. Right now, he'd be world champion. 100% if it was up to us. Got himself over just doing YouTube and being one of the most active on social media. Everybody giving him a following. Now, you got to change plans because you decided to take that route. But sometimes you have to, right? As a wrestler, you want to be that guy. You want to be in the main picture. How can you do that if these guys aren't helping you do it? You don't want to step on toes because you don't want to lose your job or be punished like the WWE might do and say, okay, now you're just going to go wrestle at main events. You know what I mean? Off TV. No one's going to see you, whatever. But you have to take a chance. There's always taking a chance and trying to better yourself and getting there because sometimes it's going to work out. Look at Swerve Strickland. Took the chance and it worked out.
I mean, just like someone commented, Malachi Black's another one.
Yeah.
We can sit here and argue, why Malachi Black isn't getting pushed or something. But it's clearly because there's something that they know that we don't.
I mean, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I don't understand the Andrade.
We're focusing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jacob Fatu deserves every push he deserves, but like now we're trying to focus on pushing LA Knight for the 15th time. I don't want to. Give me somebody new. Give me somebody fresh. I like that LA Knight is over. Awesome, good for him. But those are one of those things. Just because he's so over.
But to be fair,
I mean, I want to see it.
That's still the bookers telling the story, because if it was up to the fans, LA Knight would have a title.
You're probably right. He probably would have beat Roman Reigns.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. Like, I think as fans, we think short term, and I think people don't understand the ability that we actually have to change the storyline. You know, John Cena he went out there and said we had to pivot so many things. You know what I'm saying? We changed things. Look at R-Truth. R-Truth was released. Well, not released. Was not renewed his contract. And we spoke up as fans. I hate to say it. It looks like they don't know what to do with him now. But we brought him back. And yes, we're behind R-Truth. But they don't have story for him. So what are we supposed to do?
That's exactly what Cena said. Y'all push so hard to bring somebody back. For what? He's not going to do nothing now.
You know, and it's like one of those things where, like, we kind of, like, you know, we hate to see people get cut. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, like, if they don't have a story to tell within 3 years, like, if I can't think of a single story to tell with you in a 3-year time period, then maybe there is something wrong with you. You know, not wrong with you, but there's something not working here.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Don says vibes is keys. But yeah, we don't know what the contracts pertain, as days need to put in days before breaking through. Nick Cardenas also says, trust the show. We ain't planning the next 5 years plus. It would be a popularity contest. Then we would have Love Island Wrestling. That would be a show, though. That'd be a show. That'd be a hit.
I'd watch it.
My guy Dom would be a dog on some Love Island, bro.
Hey, Damian Priest.
Hey, Damian Priest and Dominic. Oh, that's it, bro.
They got them all.
They definitely got him on. You know what I mean? But no, yeah. I think it's one of those things where, like our fans are saying, man, we got to trust the process. We gotta trust that we know Triple H is doing the right things. We got to trust that Shawn Michaels is doing the right things. We got to trust that Tony Khan is doing the right things. We got to trust that. Who's running TNA? Is it Santino Marella?
He's the general manager. But we'll say WWE.
Yeah, we got to trust. We got to trust that, you know, Santino Marella is doing the right things over there at TNA. Right. And we just got to take it for granted. Do I want to see Goldberg as World Heavyweight Champion? Fuck no. But if that's the route they want to go,
as long as they got the story to back it up, who am I?
Right. Who am I? As long as the story makes sense, who am I? But if Bret Hart comes out and says one more time, then I don't know where we're going.
Bro. Bret Hart comes out and says this can't be your retirement match. You need to fight a real technical wrestler like me. Ooh. I'm gonna sit there outside of that main event and be like, oh snap, I'm watching the wrong program and turn off my AEW.
Oh man. Hey bro. With that being said, my guy, let's go ahead and get our plugs. Get up out of here. Let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter on NITRAM_4 SOTR. NITRAM_4 SOTR. Where I tweet. Well, I used to tweet Westside Gun every day, but I gave up because he did not respond. But I'll be posting clips now. That's pretty much it.
Oh man, you can follow me at the Founder MH, but most importantly, follow us on all our social media platforms. 4 Sides of the Ring podcast on Instagram, 4 Sides OTR on X. We're on Facebook. Just look up 4 Sides of the Ring. You will find us. We are live on Facebook as well. We are on YouTube, so if you've been hanging out with us, hit the like button, subscribe, so you never miss a show. We will always be talking wrestling. Oh, shouts out! Yo, hold on, we didn't talk about the show. But shouts out JR, cancer free. Always love to hear it. Always love to see it. Shouts out to you, JR. Hope you're healthy.
Hope you're happy. Officially. Shouts out to that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, shouts out to retirement. Enjoy life, live life, because you've done incredible things. JR, you don't have to come back to the commentating table. Enjoy life. You've done too many incredible things in wrestling. We are happy to hear that you are cancer free, my guy. Enjoy Night of Champions. And always remember, if you're not enjoying wrestling, you're just not watching it right. We'll catch you guys next week.